Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or None According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. So, yes, this is going to be another episode of the 90-minute best of cassette, but for whatever reason, I decided I'm going to use this background tonight because for this band that I'm going to talk about, they don't need all the cassettes and they don't need all those frills and BS. You know what? This this is one of my favorite metal bands, and you know what? Their music speaks for itself. And you know what? This is probably the type of stage they would prefer to play on. So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep it simple, but talk about their music and move on from there. So we are talking about the German metal band Accept, a band that I grew to love a few years back when I heard them. Actually, wasn't in the '80s. It was when I started to listen to the Boneyard on XM radio before Ozzy came along and killed it. Uh, I pretty much don't listen to it anymore because I feel like he ruined it. But before he did, uh, it got me to explore some newer bands that I had never considered listening to, like particularly Accept and Manowar, of all things. But tonight we are going to talk about Accept, and so if you saw my one of my last episodes, um, we talked about Leonard Skinner, and what I had to do is I had to take both incarnations of the band and make separate tapes. Well, I don't have to do that tonight because you know what? I love both incarnations of Accept equally. I love both singers. I'm not saying I do love both incarnations of Leonard Skinner, but this is a little different. For Accept, I felt like I could do one 90-minute cassette of both incarnations of the band, and I kind of mixed up the songs, if you will. So there are 18 in all. Came out to 89 minutes 42 seconds. We are going to start, and also a shout out to Mark Tornillo. I guess they're on their way to Japan, but Mr. Tornillo was wearing a Met hat, so good for you, Mark. Way to represent. Love it. Okay, so first song comes to you from the Mark Tornillo era, from the album Blind Rage. We're talking "We're the Last of the Dying Breed." Bam, 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 bam. Excellent, excellent. Next song, also from the Mark era, uh, an album that I absolutely love. This is one of my Desert Island discs. I'm talking Blood of the Nations for the song "The Abyss." Okay, song number three is the first song of the Udo era from the '80s, for their album that basically put them on the map. I'm talking the album Balls to the Wall, from which we're going to have a few songs from that album. This one, and they play this on a number of occasions when I've seen them. London Leather Boys, good tune. Song number four, back off of Blind Rage for Stampede. Trampled to the ground, Stampede, flattened by the sound. Oh, love that album cover with the charging bull. Doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so back to the Udo era. This is the title track off of the album Restless and Wild. Back to Stalingrad, from the Mark Tornillo era. Uh, but another great album opener, Hung, Drawn, and Quartered. Uh, First time I saw them was on that tour, and they opened with Hung, Drawn, and Quartered. Great, excellent, good choice, guys. To number seven, back to the Udo era for "I'm a Rebel, Rebel, don't you just know it?" Cool. Okay, back to Blood of the Nations for It's a Pandemic. It's a Metal Disease. Great. Excellent tune. Another song that they play a lot in concert. Thanks, guys. All right. Back to Balls to the Wall for Losers and Winners. Another great tune. Back to Stalingrad for a song that I really love. And, you know, this is a song that I think about every time. And I was just there. I just went to Maryland to be with my Oddfellow brothers at the pilgrimage to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Uh, so as you go through Arlington National Cemetery, you see all those stone white crosses that they talk about in the song Shadow Soldiers. Beautiful song. You outdid yourselves with this one, guys. I hope you were. I hope you paid a visit to Arlington National Cemetery. It is a most beautiful place, and I couldn't think of a better way to honor those that have fought for our freedoms here in the good old US of A. Shadow Soldiers. Beautiful song. Thank you, guys. All right. To a less solemn song, song number 11 off the album Breaker, for a song where Udo kind of pokes fun at the record companies, and he's basically nasty to the record companies. Cool for a song called "Son of a Bitch, Kiss My Ass, Son of a Bitch, You Asshole." That's a song that I heard for the first time on XM Radio, the Boneyard, before Ozzy killed it. Okay. To song number 12, the title track. This one needs no introduction. The title track to Balls to the Wall. You know what? Every so often I gotta include their biggest hits. You know, just uh, my my rule is so if I'm traveling with somebody, and you know, with a person sitting in my car, listening to my 90-minute best of playlist, you know what? Got to throw them a bone for those that don't know except as well as I do. And that's your bone. Balls to the wall. Okay, back to Blood of the Nations. The Mark Tornillo era for song number 13. First song on the album, Beat the Bastards. Love it. Song number 14, back to the Udo era for Metal Heart. Number 15, the title track to Stalingrad from the Mark Tornillo era. A great song indeed. I am a World War II history buff. I'd like to watch documentaries about World War II, and it's often talked about how Nazi Germany attacked the Russians, the Soviet Union, and tried to knock out the city of Stalingrad, and for their own Soviet pride, they had to win that fight, and win it they did. It was just odd that a German band would write a song like that and basically talk about it from the perspective of the Soviet Union. Interesting. Great song, though. Okay, song number 16, the last from the Udo era for this cassette tape. I'm talking off of Restless and Wild, the song Fast as a Shark. Great, great song. That goes right into that furious riff. When I saw them last year, Mark Tornillo threw out a rubber shark or an inflatable shark into the crowd. Got tossed all over the crowd. It was the coolest thing. Okay, so the last two songs on this cassette, best of cassette, both off of Blood of the Nations. Locked and Loaded, great tune. And one of my favorites, song number 18 off of Blood of the Nations. Again, another song I heard for the first time on, uh, what is it called? Oh, I'm getting a case of the olds. Off of Sirius XM Radio, The Boneyard, Channel 38, for Teutonic Terror. We will give him the axe. Awesome, awesome stuff. So I give you Dying Breed, The Abyss, London Leather Boys, Stampede, Restless and Wild, Hung, Drawn, and Quartered, I'm a Rebel, Pandemic, Losers and Winners, Shadow Soldiers, Son of a Bitch, Balls to the Wall, Beat the Bastards, Metal Heart, Stalingrad, Fast as a Shark, Locked and Loaded, and of course, Teutonic Terror. This is Jack Toledano speaking for all and not according to Jack. If you like what I do, please subscribe. I thank you for watching. Also, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Davey Cretin. He 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 invited me onto his show, and we did a ranking the albums of the great progressive metal band Shadow Gallery. So check that out. Please check it out. Please give Davey some likes. It was a great video, about an hour long. Some beautiful artwork on the thumbnail by his girlfriend Tia. So really good stuff. So check it out. Who knows? We might have Davey and I might have some more Shadow Gallery content coming this way from either his channel or my channel. We'll see. We might do one of each. Who knows? Jack Toledano. All or not according to Jack. Night all.